If you are wondering why it seems like all of your friends are buying houses right now, it is because they are. Right now, the homeownership rate has risen to a 6-year high, and it is my opinion that housing still remains a ground floor opportunity. You know what is sad? Many people think homes are not affordable today, since home prices have been on the rise yearly. But the fact is that homes today are more affordable than they were this time last year. And there are short and long-term financial benefits to homeownership. This episode of the Martini Mortgage Podcast is all about the 6 Kevin Martini financial benefits of owning a home.
This is the Martini Mortgage Podcast with Kevin Martini.
Welcome, my name is Kevin Martini, and this is a special edition of the Martini Mortgage Podcast. I'm calling this special episode, the 6 Kevin Martini financial benefits of owning a home. Now, I am recording this episode from my downtown office in the capital city of North Carolina, the City of Oaks, Raleigh, North Carolina. However, the information I'm going to share is going to be applicable if you live here in Raleigh, or in the Triangle of North Carolina, or anywhere in North Carolina, or the U.S. for that matter. So let's go ahead and start mixing up this cocktail. Let me start with a little disclaimer appetizer. I truly believe that no one on YouTube and no one on a mortgage podcast, or any podcast for that matter, to include this one, and most definitely no mortgage app that promises to take you to the moon on a special ship can tell you if it's a good or a smart idea to buy a home. Every family I have the privilege to work with is different. There is no cookie cutter response to if home ownership is right for you and your family. Just because others are doing it, it does not mean that you need to. The first step to home ownership is not to call a realtor, not to hop in the car to go to open houses or one of those great websites that are out there. The first step to home ownership is to call a local and trusted mortgage strategy that has a servant heart with no commission breath. A rep in a foreign land that used to walk dogs for a living 4 months ago is not your best resource. In addition, I have found that having a local lender matters to a seller, and more importantly, it matters to the seller's realtor. Think about this for a moment. Getting a mortgage is a big deal. It's a financial instrument just like a stock or a bond that you would buy in your portfolio. You would never buy a stock without making sure it properly fit into your portfolio, would you? You should not just buy a house because someone says you should. Again, everyone is different. Listen, if you are looking for somebody that just peddles mortgages, then hit the stop button because this is not me. For many, buying a home makes sense. For some, it does not. This is something I can help determine when we first connect. Now, if buying a home is right for you and your family, then I want to share some of the financial benefits associated with buying a home and getting a mortgage with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage. Again, I'm calling this episode, this special edition episode, the 6 Kevin Martini financial benefits to owning a home. So let's start mixing this up. Number 1 of 6, hashtag Kevin Martini Live, financial reasons to own a home is leverage. Housing is one of the only leverage investments still available today. Simply put, leverage is the use of borrowed money to increase your return. To illustrate, let us assume you want to buy a home here in Raleigh, and that home is priced at, say, $500,000, and you have 20% of the purchase price saved. So let's look at this transaction in a micro level. You would buy the home for $500,000, and you would put 20% down, that is $100,000. and you would get an epic mortgage rate on your $400,000 mortgage with me, Kevin Martini at the Martini Mortgage Group. Now, let us fast forward, say 1 year. In other words, you got a home and you got a mortgage and you moved in and you lived there for 12 months. For the purpose of conversation, let's assume that the home appreciated 5%. This $500,000 home you purchased just 12 months ago is now worth $525,000. Assuming that is your only asset, your net worth is now $525,000. Are you tracking? Now, let's think about this. Let us say you did not buy a $500,000 home, and let us assume that you purchased a $100,000 home for cash. And 12 months fast forward, using a 5% appreciation, as we did in the previous example, then your net worth would be $105,000. With leverage, you've made $20,000 more. Let me share a quote from the Joint Center of Housing Studies at Harvard University. I quote, "Homeownership allows households to amplify any appreciation on the value of their home by a leverage factor." End quote. Hashtag Kevin Martini Live, number 2 of 6 financial reasons to buy a home is you are paying for your roof either way. I know, that sounds crazy, but when you think about it, it's very obvious, but many people miss it. You are paying for housing whether you own or rent. Here is a fact. When you rent, you are paying for a mortgage. You are just paying for your landlord's mortgage for them. Right now, and I mean today, many loans are approved with the Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage with a low down payment, and even with someone that has bumps and bruises on their credit. In addition, it does not matter if you're working with me or my business partner and fellow mortgage strategist, Logan Martini. Logan and I offer low and even no down payment solutions. Okay, so you're worried about your credit. Listen, I have firsthand confirmation that bad things happen to good people, and that is why I proudly offer a special FHA home loan program to families that have had a hiccup. I have personally helped a family when their credit score was as low as 580. The Martini Mortgage Group also offers community lending programs via Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac. Home Ready and Home Possible are 2 amazing programs with low down payment requirements. Oh, by the way, there is a in-house program that I offer that has no mortgage insurance, and a portion of your closing costs can be financed. And did I already say it? Let me say it again. No private mortgage insurance. Okay, let me talk about hashtag Kevin Martini Live, number 3 of 6 financial benefits to buying a home. Owning a home is usually a form of forced savings. You see, every month when you write that check for your mortgage, you are not just paying interest, you are also paying principal. When you pay principal, you are reducing the amount you own. Let me illustrate. If you purchased a $500,000 home and you put 20% down, and for example, let's assume a 4% rate for a 30-year fixed mortgage. Just like the example we talked about earlier when we were discussing that housing is one of the only leveraged investments still available today. In this example, your principal and interest would be $1,909.66 a month. Every month, when you make your mortgage payment, you are retiring debt every month. In this example, you are making a forced saving deposit of $576.33 a month. In this example, you are making a forced saving deposit of $6,915.96 a year. When you rent, there is no forced savings. Wait, I'm incorrect. When you rent, there is a forced savings. However, it's not for you. It is for your landlord. Hashtag Kevin Martini Live, number 4 of 6 financial reasons to buy a home is potential tax benefits. There may be substantial tax benefits to owning a home and having a mortgage. A unique financial reason to buy a home is if you itemize your taxes, you may be able to deduct the mortgage interest you pay, as well as the SALT, state and local taxes. Assuming you are in a 28% tax bracket, and for illustration only, this would mean that the month tax benefit for a $500,000 home that we've been discussing would be about $373.33 a month, or annually $4,479.96. When you rent, there is no tax benefit, nor ability to write off your rent on your federal or state taxes. However, do not fret. Your landlord most likely will be getting these benefits, and I'm sure your landlord is thankful you are participating to their forced savings. Oh, by the way, it's important to know, if you are a first-time home buyer and buying in North Carolina, I want you to know that there's a tax credit available that can provide up to $2,000 a year of tax credit for every year that you're in the home. So it rinses and repeats every year. If you have questions about that, let me know. Give me a call, Kevin Martini, or my partner, Logan Martini, a call at 919-238-4934. Hashtag Kevin Martini Live, number 5 of 6 financial reasons to buy a home. Owning a home is typically a hedge against inflation. Let me define inflation. Inflation is a general increase in prices and a fall in purchasing value of money. Housing costs and rents have tended over most periods of time to go up higher than the rate of inflation. And for this reason, owning a home is an attractive proposition because it provides a hedge against inflation. Finally, hashtag Kevin Martini Live, number 6 of 6 financial reasons to buy a home. It's time to do it, and waiting may increase your long-term cost. Let me share this audio nugget. The cost of a home is determined by 2 major components: the price of the home and the current mortgage rates. Yes, home prices are on the rise. However, mortgage rates are epic, and the current low home loan rate environment allows one to amplify their buying power. Let me recap my 6 hashtag Kevin Martini reasons. Number 1, housing is one of the only leveraged investments still available today. Number 2, when you rent, you are paying for a mortgage. You are just paying for your landlord's mortgage for them. Number 3, owning a home is usually a form of forced savings. Oh, by the way, we did not mention this. There's an opportunity to tap into that forced savings at a later date. Number 4, there may be substantial tax benefits to owning a home and having a mortgage, and there may even be a tax credit opportunity if you're a first-time home buyer in North Carolina. Number 5, owning a home is typically a hedge against inflation. And last but not least, number 6, waiting to buy may just increase your long-term cost. In closing, getting qualified for the right mortgage and getting a mortgage for your home is not like shopping for the lowest price gas for your car. Listen, every mortgage company secures the money from the same source. So everyone at the end of the day has the same mortgage rates. However, not everyone provides trusted advice, and not everyone provides a world-class experience, and not everyone manages your mortgage for you after closing. The Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage was founded on relationships because people matter the most. The Martini Mortgage Group at Benchmark Mortgage offers trusted advice that you can bank on with great mortgage rates while providing on-time real estate closings with a world-class experience. Thank you for tuning in to this special episode, which was about the 6 Kevin Martini financial reasons to buy a home in Raleigh or anywhere in North Carolina for that matter. Thank you in advance for subscribing and leaving a 5-star review on iTunes. And thank you for sharing this episode with someone you care about. Peace and blessing.
The Martini Mortgage Group makes real estate dreams a reality with trusted advice in a stress-free environment with great rates and on-time closings while providing a world-class experience. If you or someone you know has questions about the current mortgage rates or the current mortgage programs, please reach out to the Martini Mortgage Group at 919-238-4934. The information contained in this podcast presentation is for general product information purposes only. Arklatex Financial Services, LLC, NMLS number 2143, doing business as Benchmark Mortgage, makes no representations or warranties of any kind expressed or implied about the completeness, reliability, suitability, or availability with respect to the information, products, or services. All loans subject to borrower qualifying. Other restrictions may apply. Branch Manager Kevin Martini, NMLS number 143962. Branch located at 5650 Six Forks Road, Suite 101, Raleigh, North Carolina 27609. Contact the branch by calling 919-238-4934. Equal housing opportunity.